Alright, kings, gentlemen, everyone else. Welcome to yet another exciting video of a guy in a fedora walking through a park. And, well, Donald Trump is now the president of America, and that once great nation is going to be destroyed. It's going to be run into the ground, and it's going to be robbed blind. And frankly, I don't want to say there's no hope for America, but if there is hope, I can't see it. The real danger now is, of course, that America is done. The real danger is now that the cancer will spread to the rest of Western civilization, which is very eminently possible. We see that Trump and his cronies are trying to spread out into other countries, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about essentially the nature of this Kakistocracy, this kleptocracy you're going to have in America from now on. So let's start with the inauguration. The inauguration was moved to whatever, the smaller venue, for a simple reason. Because these people, the ideology of this administration, the Musk administration, is neo-reaction. They believe in a system called Neocameralism, in which the head of state has unlimited authoritarian power, but he also confers with the aristocracy of the land, which in neo-cameralist thought, in neo-reactionary thought, are the big businessmen. So not hereditary nobles and not hereditary kings, but the CEO of a country and the CEOs of the largest companies. So who was in the first row when Donald Trump was inaugurated? You had Elon Musk, you had Jeff Bezos, you had Mark Zuckerberg, you had the Google guy, you had a bunch of rich fuckers, right? And they're the ones who are going to be running the country essentially on behalf of Donald Trump. Donald Trump, meanwhile, he's going to play golf and just be a senile old coot, because that's what he is. The man has very visible cognitive decline. He probably has diabetes, and he's going to conk out soon. But fear not, you know, they got J.D. Vance, who's even got less personality than Donald Trump. Now, these people are all odious personalities, all of them. Donald Trump is a career criminal. This is a very bad businessman. He's been bailed out by the mob, and then by the Russian mob, and finally by NBC, right, when they gave him the deal for The Apprentice. The guy's just losing money. If he hadn't gotten into the presidency, he would have gone bankrupt by now. Elon Musk, this is a guy who routinely comes into companies with money and then takes them over. He's a little bit like one of those creatures from the movies that, or he's like a vampire, you know, you invite him into your house and he sort of takes it over and then pretends like the house was always his. Very, well, you can call that a dog whistle if you want to. Jeff Bezos made a company whose business model was, let's pretend we're a logistics company while actually utilizing the logistics of the postal service. You know, let's piggyback on this free government-provided service and pretend to be an entrepreneur. And Mark Zuckerberg may be, of all of the ones I've mentioned, the one who's actually done a little bit of coding in his own time, but fundamentally he stole the concept of Facebook from the Winklevoss twins. I saw the film, yeah, but I've also read into the story, and of course the angel investor into his Facebook was none other than Mr. Peter Thiel, who is also Musk's one-time boyfriend from PayPal. So that's our little cast of characters, our little gallery of rogues now. And the reason why they were moved into this small chamber was to underscore the nature of American government from here on out. Someone pointed out, senators, state governors, they were all moved into the overflow hall. They were not allowed to see Trump being sworn in because, well, you had to make room for the oligarchs. You had Musk pulling his little stunt with the supposed Roman salute, but what I think it is actually he did that sort of like overexcited hand motion that nerds do when they're like overwhelmed with emotion, you know, like, right, yeah, you're not gonna, like, yeah, this is like what, I can't do it justice. It's like a full body motion when your body is not equipped to handle adrenaline. You know, you're sort of overwhelmed by adrenaline, but you can't control yourself, because that's what That's what Elon Musk is. He's the nerd who got beat up in high school. This is actual fact. He was actually beaten so bad by kids in school that he was put into hospital. This is because he made fun of a kid whose dad has died. Because his dad, like, lol, your father is dead. So the other kids just kicked the shit out of him. They should have killed him. Would have done the world a favor, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. And these people are fundamentally dishonest. He's also not very good at nerd shit as well, because it leaked out recently that his gaming score is all completely false. This guy likes to pretend he's king of the nerds, but he doesn't even have that. He doesn't even have what it takes to be king of the nerds. I doubt he can do math. He's not an engineer. He's just some guy who basically, you think of rich Arab sheiks and their sons. So like, Dad, I want to be an MMA fighter. Buy me an MMA fighter so I can pretend to be a tough guy. Well, Elon Musk is that, but he wants to be king of the nerds. He wants to be king engineer, right? It's pathetic. It's stolen valor, but you're stealing the valor of nerds. So, and believe me, folks, there is such a thing as nerd valor. Well, moving on to the other aspect of kleptocracy. You may have heard about Mr. Donald Trump launching his own crypto coin, his own shitcoin, right? And Melania launching a shitcoin. So this is I'm not really into crypto, right? But I've listened to some people who are into crypto, and they've told me that essentially this is meant to be a rug pull. Like, Trump controls 80% of the currency, of the cryptocurrency, and it really contributes nothing. And people are just buying this shit, driving up the price, and Trump just grows in net worth over time, because that's how you do. That's how you do business, apparently. And a lot of people are saying he's going to rug pull them, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And the initial investments may indeed be stupid boomers who don't really know shit about crypto buying this and driving up the value. But fundamentally, the purpose of this and of Melania coin is bribery. It's going to give the opportunity to anyone, be it a private corporation or a foreign government, to bribe Donald Trump by purchasing this token, right, and driving up its value, and thereby driving up the value of the 80% stake of that Donald Trump owns and controls personally. So basically, I don't know, let's say I'm Vladimir Putin, and I want to, get Trump to be more amenable to me in negotiation. Well, I just buy 5 billion worth of Trump coin. The Russians can do that, and they can also make it appear as though it's a series of small purchases. They're already doing that. That's how they're corrupting Western discourse. They're doing the Saul Goodman grift from Breaking Bad, where you basically launder money by making it appear to be a series of individual $5 to $10 donations. That's how the Russians flood the Western discourse, right? By pretending to be normal people donating to content creators. And the Chinese could do it. The Chinese could do it a lot easier than the Russians because they have a lot more money. So Trump is not going to be tough on China because the Chinese can simply buy him outright. And that's really baked into the cake of neo-reaction and of neocameralism. It's supposed to be government by money. This is not just because Donald Trump and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and all these garbage human beings are of low character. They are of low character. I wouldn't trust them to, run a lemonade stand. But their ideology precisely empowers people of low character. So the system is such that it promotes that scum rise to the top. And this is not something new. Neo-reaction is only the newest manifestation of an ideology we have known for a very long time. This ideology, we sometimes call it conservatism, sometimes call it libertarianism, but it is this notion that earning money is the ultimate value, the ultimate virtue, and that people who earn money are virtuous and people who don't earn money are not virtuous. It is an ideology of crass, low-class people, and that was what was on display during the inauguration. So I'm tempted to call this video American Kleptocracy, but maybe I'll change the title to American Kakistocracy. And what's the difference between kleptocracy and kakistocracy? Well, kleptocracy means rule by thieves, and kakistocracy means rule by the worst. And these people are thieves, they are criminals, don't get me wrong, but they are also not slave thieves. This is not Don Corleone we're talking about here. This is not Arsène Lupin. These are the worst of the worst. And furthermore, right, they're not even honest crooks. They're all in bed with the federal government. So it's not even ruled by thieves, it's ruled by rats. Anyways, that's our little video on neocameralism, on the new American system. And I got nothing positive left to say, so I'm just going to end it.